Hello and welcome. Welcome to sunny Sussex. It has been very sunny today and very, very warm. I'm sure most of you have had the similar sort of weather. Tonight I've got two earworms, plentiful supply. I'll bring them in and introduce them to you because you'll know Keith, obviously. You've met him many a time before. And Tom is a very good friend of mine. I've known him since he was born, virtually. I said I wouldn't patronise him. But no, Tom's been a great help to me in sorting my computer out, in waterproofing the roof of my workshop. But he's very good at electronics and a very useful person to have around. And Keith is not able to make the live on the beginning of June. On Tuesday, the 2nd or something, isn't it?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. And Tommy's going to stand in for him, which is really nice of him, and I appreciate it. So he thought he'd have a little apprenticeship today, find out how it all goes. So,
good evening all.
There we go. Right, I'll put you back into the background. And we'll start turning. We're just doing a very simple bowl. It's not going to be anything very complicated. I hope. It's going to have a bit of a rim, about probably 25 mil or thereabouts of rim, and a nice rounded bowl with an ogee shape on the bottom. I put ovalo because my brain wasn't working when I did the description. It's not an ovalo, it's an ogee. I've changed it now, so it'll be an ogee shape on the bottom. Sorry, this side. To make it all look lovely. So let's get this a little bit.
If you want to change camera, mate.
I could do, couldn't I? Yes, I'm talking about it and wasn't showing you it. Which one should we go for? Try that one.
That one's good.
Yep, good. Rightio. Helps if you turn the lathe on, doesn't it? I've done that before as well.
I'll let you do the shout out then, Tom. All over to you, mate.
Tell me who's in.
Participants. Okay, we do have Alison Heath, Chris spinning wood dodger, Keith is in, good to know, Colin Izzard, David Miller, Fred Gilliver, Gerard the French Turner, Ian Leonard, Jay's Cabin, Paul Houghton, Peter Cochran, Steve Scott, Blue Light Turner's Workshop, Tommy's Workshop, and Woodworm Paul so far.
Good evening to every one of you.
Good evening.
Scott,
I assume you're at work, Scott.
Should be.
Yes.
Sitting where it should be, should we say. So the same as normal. If anyone's got any questions, can they prefix the questions with 2 or 3 question marks so that we can pick it up?
Got an interesting piece on this blank just here, which I'm not sure quite what that's going to do, but it'll crumble. That much is certain. So we may have to change shape a bit.
So Scott's not at work. He's been in isolation.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, you've had a negative. Well done, Scott. Well done, mate.
Oh, good.
Good to know.
Yeah. So when are you back to work then?
This is doing some very interesting things in the middle there.
Good friend of yours in here, mate, Lula.
Oh, yes, that's Lucy. Yes, she's you know Robin, don't you, Keith? She's his partner.
Okay. Right.
In fact, it says something about Robin, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From Robin,
Yeah, it
Robin
says
G
Rob-
and
Robin and
Robin.
Lula. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. It
it,
says
that's
Robin
it.
and Lula. Yeah.
I was out for a
Put 'em
Chinese
together.
meal with them
Okay.
night before last.
Scott's saying he can pop in and worm if you want him to, Andy.
I don't have a problem with that. Do you?
Well, it's not. Doesn't worry me.
I've never had 3 worms before. I've only very briefly had 2 when Scott popped in and then I'd pop out again. But yes, if you'd like to. Oh, you haven't got the.
Oh, no, you
Can
will
you-
have in a
can you-
minute.
Good,
Yeah.
thank you.
I should be able to
Excuse me.
forward it to.
It's a funny little knotty arrangement in the middle there, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay. That and that. What's to be set?
You should have
to-
got it, Scott. It's on its way. It's left here, shall we say?
And if I spot it, I'll let you in. If I'm
It'll ping in your ear.
all right, okay. If I'm feeling charitable, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's mark out the mortise. Just there. That'll do nicely. And we'll do it with. Oh, my gouges have all gone back in the wrong order. I sharpened them. It's always a mistake. One thing I intended to do today, which I didn't get time to because I've been down at the museum all day, was to make up one of your little tools for doing this
All right.
chamfer.
Yeah.
I've got a chisel I put to one side for it, but it'll happen one day. But in the meantime, my skew does it very nicely.
Right. There's a question here for you, Tom, from Chris, the spinning wood dodger. He wants to know who you are.
Okay. That's a
Tell him
great
if you
question,
can.
that is. Yeah. I've known Andy for many years, and I help him with his computer, basically. So I've become the one to step in on Tuesday. So I thought I'd come and have a little practice this evening.
Right. If you want to let Scott in, Andy, he's backstage.
I will do. If I can work out how you do this, I'm sure I can.
Exactly the
There-
same as what you normally
There he
do.
is.
Hello.
There he is. Hello, Scott.
mate.
Hello.
Welcome. You can criticise Scott. I don't mind.
Why would I criticise, mate?
Well, because I get it wrong.
You've got an Oscar Anderson in,
Oh, that's
yeah,
Tom's friend.
Friend of
Okay.
mine.
right?
He's on the committee with us to set up a men's shed.
Okay.
We hope.
Where are you looking at that? Pulborough way?
Yeah, in Pulborough. Yeah. If we can get it up and running, it'll be really good. It's something I think that's a very worthwhile thing to do.
Mhm.
And we've got half a dozen of us. In fact, there's about 20, I think, altogether. But half a dozen of us have had a meeting so far to discuss what we want really. And we're going to have a look at the Shipley one on the 2nd. Everything's happening on the 2nd of June.
We've also got James Crawford just popped in.
So to answer your earlier question, Keith, I'm back to work on Monday.
Okay, mate.
That'll be nice for you.
Yes.
Yeah, bank holiday Monday, double time.
No, normal pay, mate.
No, normal.
Because it's my rota shift.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Yep. Apparently, I've been in close contact with 3 people with the Indian variant. So off work, go and get a test. All negative. So got me out of night shift though. Letalier has just joined.
Yeah, Lawrence is in.
Lionel. Yep.
Lionel. I always get that one the wrong way round. Lionel.
For some reason, that's a name that I've remembered. It's stuck. Not many
Right.
do, but
Gerard is saying it's a big thing in Ireland, mentioned.
It's becoming a big thing over here. What with lockdown and everything else, everything's got put well on the back burner.
There's one in Horsham, I believe, down by the drill.
Yeah, that's just opened up yesterday, I think it was. We got David Heath now who's joined us.
the man with a very good surname.
Wow. Debatable.
Well, I would say that, wouldn't
I'm
I?
not too sure about that one.
Can I mention the Craft Festival, Andy?
Yes, do, yeah.
So this coming Saturday, 29th, is the virtual Craft Festival again, hosted by Carl Jacobson, Jamie Page and Dale from Maple Tree. Starts at 10 o'clock, runs all the way through to 2 o'clock the following morning. All different kinds
10
of
o'clock
makers
in the morning for most people.
Yeah.
10 a.m.
Yep, so 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. I'm doing a bit between 12 and 1. You got glass blowers on there, you got a potter on there, resin artists, wood turners. Not sure if the metalworking guys are on there, but should be
Usually worth watching.
When they spoke on Sunday, they were having issues getting hold of them, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to lose some of the width of this. There's this bit, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
You probably can if I do that. Yeah, that bit there is all cracking and crumbling and it's a real mess. I think it doesn't look as though it goes too deep, so I think I might lose a 1/4 of an inch around the outside. A little proving.
Not
Like,
worth
that's a very
putting a little bit of super glue in the top before you turn it off?
No, it's way beyond that.
On. Okay.
Yeah, I could pick it out with my thumbnail. Can you ask Keith what wood it is? It's the stuff that you and he had.
You can, but I don't know.
I think it was the Gila or whatever it was called.
Quali.
Yeah, there are several names for it, aren't there?
Yeah.
It's an interesting. Is it Quila? Yeah, is one of them, isn't it? It's got quite a nice figure. You can see it's very dark there, light around here, but and it's quite hard.
It's very aggressive on metal.
Yeah, little knots in there. Yes, I can feel this one's blunting already. I'm going to do this edge bit, turn that down a bit, make it a bit smaller, and then I'm going to swap to another tool, I think. Have we had anybody else arrive?
Yes, we got wood turning by Barry. He's just popped in.
Hello, Barry.
Just seen him come up on there. I think all the rest we've acknowledged. If we haven't, give us a poke. There's 28 watching you now.
And only 10 thumbs up. So don't forget, if you like what Andy's doing, smash that thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, come on, Alison, give me a thumbs up.
Oh, look, you got thumbs down. I bet that's Alison.
That wouldn't surprise me one bit. Right, okay. That's virtually got rid of all that. So it wasn't too deep.
No.
So to give me the rim that I was after, I'll take this back a little bit. But I think the rim is going to be smaller than I was hoping.
TC Woodwork.
TC
Name?
Woodwork. No, I don't know that
Yeah.
one.
Can you give us a Christian name, TC, please? Unless you want to hide. And David Nickel has just popped in as well.
I haven't done them right well.
Keep saying Top Cat.
TC is Tom.
Oh, a fellow.
There you go.
Martin at Woody Creations is in.
Sorry, PC is
TC is Tom.
Tom. Oh, another Tom.
Another
Righty-ho.
Tom, yeah. They're breeding tonight.
Yeah.
It's normally Steve.
Right, that's getting somewhere near. I'm going to use the scraper just to shape it up a bit because it's not quite the shape I would like at the moment. But it's not bad.
Is that a negative rake scraper, Andy?
Sorry?
Is
Yes.
that negative rake?
Yes, it is.
Can you push your volume up a couple of nibs, and Scott?
On can.
Because to me, you're very quiet.
How's
Don't know
that?
what. It sounds like it's gone up a bit. What do you reckon, Tom?
That's a bit more if you got it.
So I can hardly hear Tom then, but I was coughing at the time. That's better.
Can
It's
I
'cause I've
do a?
lost- Go on.
Okay, can I do a quick push for the Veteran Centre, Andy?
Yes, of course you can.
Do you mind?
No,
I
not
haven't
at all.
got much in the way of details yet, but on Saturday, this Saturday, the 29th, little Emma, the tiny turner, is turning a bowl out of a bottle that I've donated to her, and that's going to be auctioned later on in the year, with the proceeds going towards the Southampton's Veteran Centre. I know Scott's got one or two bits going as well on this as well, but this is totally separate to what Scott's got going.
Right, yeah.
There's a bit of an issue at the moment with the Veteran Centre that they haven't got charity status. They've been trying for the last 2 years, and what with COVID rearing its ugly head, that's all been put on the back burner. So until such times as they can get charity status, Emma has decided that it's going to be almost pointless running an auction. So we've spoken with Colin down there today. So they're going to run the auction later on once they've got charity status, which could be as little as 6 weeks or 6 months. We don't know.
I know he's working on it at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah.
It makes sense to get things in order first.
Yes. So along with the little bowl that she's turning this weekend or this Saturday, which is only going to be about 7x2, which is she's also got a massive 12x5, I think it is, burr that she's going to turn, which is going to be the main part of it.
It could be interesting.
It will be, but she's got a new toy now, so she should be okay.
Oh yes, of course she has. Yes.
Yeah, she's trying that out tonight, so we can't watch that live, so we'll have to watch that later on.
Yeah, and I'm not around Saturday either, which is a bit of a pain.
But Saturday
I'm going
evening,
Oh, Saturday evening I should be back. Yeah, going down to
7:30.
Yandle. Going down to Yandles during the day.
Oh,
Just because I
Lockie's
can.
wallet up, Alison.
Alison's visiting a friend in Martock, which is where
All
it
right.
is.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I might as well seize the opportunity of taking Robin down with me, and we're going to
Okay.
do Yandles.
Nice little coffee shop there, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is a nice one. And the
Right.
the food
Bit of
there is
sanding.
good as well.
Is it? Oh, good.
Nick Castle's just dropped in and says, "Does the group need any tools?" I'm guessing that Nick is pointed at both Scott and myself, and you're talking about the Southampton's Veterans Centre.
Nick,
And-
if you get in contact with me,
Yeah.
either by Facebook or thebluelightturner.com, then we can have a chat. I'm sure they can make use in their new workshop.
Yeah, sure they can. Yeah.
I had one of the veterans up here on Monday. He come up for a lesson, and I know he's in need of a bowl gouge and some bits and pieces. I raided my tools while he was up here and sent him back with some spindle gouges and bits. I didn't have a spare bowl gouge.
No, he took some from when I saw him last as well. So yes, they're always on the lookout for tools. Copper Owl, is that Rob? Has just joined us.
Yeah, I've got a list somewhere that
That'd probably be help if I opened the right
David
shutters.
joined us.
I thought it was getting very dusty.
I missed that last comment, Scott.
David Deadman has just joined us.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what you said. I wasn't going to repeat it.
Yeah, until they got a place for the workshop, I've agreed with Colin that I'll keep all the stuff here for them, and then they'll come up in their minibus. So, Malcolm Douglas is in. Evening, Malcolm.
Hi, Malcolm.
All right, 240. That should.
Is Tom falling asleep?
No, I am here. I'm taking in the tour of the live stream.
Morning, Tom.
Learning the
Time to get up.
instructions.
Gearbox on these cordlesses doesn't like it when you go in the same direction as the. It's a bit of wood.
No.
That's why I'm
On
constantly.
drill only then. It's not so bad then.
Sorry.
I've just,
Put it on drill only.
That's what it's
rather
on.
than. Oh, it's not. Okay. So sometimes on the torque setting it will easily.
Oh no,
grab.
I never use the torque setting. I'd
No.
rather judge it myself. But,
I just bought a cheap, I think it's a McAllister from B&Q powered one,
All right.
because I found a cordless just didn't have the torque for it.
Yeah, this one's not too bad. But
You don't want to risk knackering your gears on it either.
no. But I do find as long as I'm constantly flicking between reverse and forwards, I can stop all that gearbox noise. It's not quite there.
No, I can see that.
No, just there. It's not there at all. In fact, I might go back down a bit. Never be afraid to do that.
Lawrence has joined. Good evening, Lawrence.
Yeah. Hi, Lawrence.
Lawrence Bugasia.
Yes.
Houston, we have a problem. Coffee cup's empty.
That'll be a
Down
short-lived
a bit.
problem, won't it?
So look at that. A bit there.
It's end
Better.
grain, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the end grain. It's very hard. It's a funny timber.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go over to doing it by hand, I think, just to get that a little bit further along.
Try the lathe in reverse.
Yeah,
Is it locked on?
I'm trying to think. I don't think it is, no.
No, don't do that then.
So I won't do that. Right, I'll just give it a little going over with this and see what it does, starting with 120.
It's a gorgeous wood when it's finished, but it's a really aggressive
it's going
wood
to look, it's going to look fabulous, but
yeah.
It doesn't want to smooth off.
That's
quite reasonable. Sorry, go on.
That big chunk that we gave the other Andy H from AH Bespoke,
Right.
Keith, is going to become an X-Wing.
Okay. He's welcome to that. That was a lump about 20 inches tall and about 9-10 inches across the flats on a three-sided base. So it's sort of a three-sided pyramid.
All right.
It was an offcut that we picked up on this lot as well. So yeah, I don't know what the wood is. But I know someone that can make it, or we know Andy can make it into something.
Oh, excuse me.
God, he's exploded.
Well, whatever this is like, I'm not going to waste any more time. I can come back to it and deal with it if I need to. Because I'm conscious of the fact that we've
You're nearly half an hour.
Just the hour and a bit, isn't it? Basically.
Hour and a quarter. Is Rich on tonight, Scott? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
He was on the other night.
He said he wasn't going to be on.
Advertised it.
He said he wasn't going to be on Tuesday.
But
his invade was on, but I don't know who's invading.
Was it the little shed or something?
Right, so let's move on through. Spend all evening sanding, I think, on this bit of timber if I did allow myself to.
It's not advertised, so
No.
So I can't hear you, Scott.
Don't worry, we weren't talking about you, Andy.
No, but I might be learning something. You never know.
I'll drop Rich a message.
All right, okay, cheers. Because he's supposed to be invading me next week.
or have you got the lube ready?
Be careful, Alison's in the chat.
It's painful when it goes in dry.
Unless she's got bored, she might have gone by now.
No, she's still there.
Oh, is she? Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm impressed.
I think she said something about bringing you out a drink in a minute.
Yeah, that'll be the day. No, she does sometimes. to be fair.
Cool, you're living the dangerous one there, mate.
It's all bravado.
Yeah,
I've had 4 drinks brought out to me today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed indoors.
Alison's
Nah.
just put a nice line of exclamation marks for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I finally finished our base for the summer house today. All the concreting's done. I've cut the grass because that was like, had a little tribe growing in that.
Knee deep. It's something to do with the rain that we've just got rid of, I think.
Right, that'll do for that.
No, you don't want to lock him in, Alison. You want to lock him out.
Is she making threats?
Yep. Yep.
He did say he was going to buy you flowers, though, Alison.
Did I? God, must have done that in my dreams.
We could start a new hashtag flowers for Alison.
Flowers for Alison, yeah. Yeah, we've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. It's nice when that
It
stops.
is, but you still got a little bit of a mark down the back here, I can see.
Down
The back as you look at it.
there,
Yeah,
isn't it?
just a ring, yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that for now.
Yeah.
I can always put it back on the lathe, on that, or grip the rim afterwards and give it a bit more attention.
Right, Pete Cochrane, if your chat's not working, just refresh the chat up at the top left with the
usually works.
Arrow and ring round it.
Usually works, doesn't it?
Here we go. We've got flowers for Nikki.
Yeah.
So we've got hashtag a dozen roses for Alison.
God, that'll be a first. we haven't been married long enough to do that sort of thing. It's only 40-something years. I can't remember how many now. She's going to tell me off about that as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
43.
She appreciates the roses that she's going to get.
Oh, good. I'm sure she does. I'll live on that for a while.
What have Joe and I have been together 16 years this year, and only today have we got a joint bank account.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know. I insisted on that right from the start. She had more money than I did.
Oh, it's only a savings account, but
well,
yeah,
it's nice to be able to do savings, isn't it? When you actually get to that stage, it's not something we've done for very long.
Well,
but we're there now.
44 years, Andy.
44 years, mate.
Yeah, can you get it right? Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. I knew it's something you get less for murder, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you've only had 44 years practice.
Are you like me? Have your wedding anniversary on an alarm in your phone a week before?
No, I know it's sometime in August, but
yeah,
about as near as I can get. But I'm sure there'll be hints around the house when it comes to it.
I know mine's the end of the financial year, so I'm told.
Yeah. No, it's the 26th of August.
Mine's 9th of December.
God knows what mine is. It's the end of the financial year, end of March.
That seems like a good enough reason for setting the date.
Yeah.
Is that so you could put the expense on the business?
Well, what expense was that? 2 of us. Yeah.
Alison
Right then.
Always remind you.
This is where I have to show that to the camera, except you can't read it. But hi.
Hold it at an angle.
Yeah, I'm trying that.
Yeah.
That light's too bright. Let's try this one.
It's even brighter.
That's even worse.
We'll try to go out of the light.
Turn that one off. No, it's still not there, is it?
We'll have to have words with Glenn about it.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yorkshire grit. Jolly bung ho.
Well, that light you've got on now is showing up the colour.
It is, isn't it? I'm going to leave that on for a little while because I like that.
So this wood has got every colour from yellow right the way through orange, red, maroon, and brown.
That's right, and sort of pinkish bits and places. I haven't got it
Yeah,
on this one,
and
but you did on the one you did, didn't you?
Yeah, every colour between there it carries.
Hands that feel gritty can be light as your face, with soft brown Yorkshire gritty.
Now that's a slightly different version.
Yeah,
I
that's
like that one. Let's have our own version. Why not?
So, have you got this ready, Tom? Have you got the words? You need it for Tuesday.
Oh,
Is it sort of
to me? I'll practice it.
there's a sort of a habit of singing that when we use Yorkshire grit, because Glyn, the Yorkshire Git as he calls himself, who makes the stuff, is often on these lives. He's not on this one, I don't think, but
He's not in tonight, no.
no, he often
He's
is.
not been well, has he?
No.
Has he not?
No, he's had shingles.
Oh, not nice.
Yeah.
Like
it's,
knocked him for 6. So
Yeah, not
get well
good.
soon, Glim.
Yes, indeed.
You got 30 watching you.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
So, considering you've got Emma on doing an
That's right.
evening
Yes.
as well, so
She'll have
it's not
100 and
bad.
something, won't she? So
Probably, yeah.
yeah, but and it's. I mean, I'm doing something fairly basic, quite deliberately. Decided I would.
Well,
But it doesn't always need to be high tech.
No. I've done lots of offset turning and stuff like that. It's quite nice to do something a bit more straightforward.
Just that it's not the easiest of woods.
No.
I'm turning my ex-girlfriend at the weekend.
You're turning what, sorry?
I'm turning my ex-girlfriend at the weekend for the craft
Yeah.
festival. Yeah, an elephant.
Huh.
Right, that's that. Moving on, we'll do the microphone. And then I can turn it round and do the other side.
David's asking what the wood is. We think it is Merbau or Quila, the local name. It's a Papua New Guinean wood.
Yeah, it's different to the piece I turned at the weekend. I turned last week.
Yeah, I still haven't got my head round all of them.
No. I can't even. I mean, it looks more like elm than anything else, but it's not.
It's got some stunning colours in it.
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
now
look
you're
at
getting
the
this
start
one.
one piece, it's like, oh, looks like a bit of elm. You turn it around again, you look at it, it's like, oh, is that
Yeah,
sapele or something?
I was going to say there's a mahogany there.
Yeah.
It's elm round here. It's quite an odd piece of timber.
You'll be finding your workshop is covered in dust, mate.
Well, it is anyway.
Oh, is that why mine's
Can't-
covered in dust?
I just can't get the stuff.
I come out Friday morning after turning that bowl Thursday night, and everything just had a fine layer of dust on it, even with all the extraction.
I had the extraction on when I started this sanding, but I'd forgotten to move the shutters. It was drawing all the dust out of this bandsaw.
And you
I
weren't
wonder
using that.
I wonder why it was getting so dusty in here. Made it quite different when I turned it on.
Yeah.
properly.
You should have seen mine on Tuesday. I'd got the big extractor and the wall extractor, and there was still dust everywhere.
Yeah.
But that was you.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, man.
I thought it was. The amount of dust about.
Right. That's looking rather splendid. It needs a bit more attention, but it'll get that later before I put the picture up. Oh, I've done that one. What am I doing? I don't know.
The wax now.
Yes, I could do. I'm just thinking I might have to redo it, but it doesn't matter, does it? I've got some microcrystal on. I'll use that because it's here. and it's a brand new tin. I don't think I've ever used it before.
Don't put too much on.
No, I'm tight. I don't.
And
I'm not
leave
tight.
it to sit for a few seconds if you can.
Yeah.
Woodworm
Okay.
Paul's in.
Hello, Paul.
Evening, Paul.
That's got a lovely finish because it's so hard. You can tell it's going to finish well all the time you're working on it. That is quite lovely.
I used that indexing jig last night, Andy.
Oh, good. Was it all right?
First time I've used it. Yes, mate.
Good. Yes, I used it a couple of times on my old lathe. On this one, of course, I've got the indexing anyway, so that's why I thought you might be able to make a bit more use of it than I could.
I'm working on another little project, and I thought, I'll use that. That'll give me equal holes all the way around.
That's right. Yes, it does that. Yeah. No, I was surprised it worked quite well.
Yeah.
Once you get it set up.
Yep.
Which is not too difficult. Well, it's a Robert Sorby thing, isn't it? I think they're about 100 quid or something originally. But if you bought it new, I think they still sell them. I didn't pay that for it. I got it second hand and beat him down.
Actually, Doug Miller's been in now. He's been out cutting the grass.
Look at that.
Mine doesn't look any different, Doug. So when you popping round?
I can't come and do it, Keith. I broke mine today.
Again?
I pulled the pull cord. The lawnmower started, and then I went, "Well, I've still got the pull cord in my hand."
Yeah, one of the favourites. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's go off a bit. It shows all the fingerprints otherwise.
It shouldn't
so
do.
I'm not. It's because it's still a bit moist.
Yeah.
The chestnut one's quite soft, isn't it?
Yeah, this is
It's
the
softer
chestnut
than
one,
some. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been running 42 at the moment, mate.
Righty ho, so we're all right.
Yeah, and Rich hasn't responded to my message.
No, he doesn't always, does he? Right, I think I'm not going to muck about with that anymore. I'm going to turn it over. Get stuck into the other side, regardless of what it does, because I think I'm going to have to do a bit of refinishing on this chuck key. That's what I'm looking for. I knew there was something.
It's over there.
Right, okay, here we go. Oh, I did that a bit big, didn't I? Never mind. It's looking good. Put that over there. What do I need? That probably be useful. Oh, ow. Stop it. Noisy thing.
Is that your pocket?
No, it's his wallet.
Yeah.
Just getting ready for Yandles.
No, you'd hear the keys rattling if I was going into my wallet. Yes, getting ready for Yandles, absolutely. I think I use this nice, delicate little bowl gouge.
You can tell how hard that wood is. Look at those very short shavings.
Yes, very short. Yes.
Yeah.
Try that. Is that? Try that one. That's better. That'll show you it. Right. What shape are we going to end up here? Something like what I wanted, I hope. Right. Let's get this lip right. This is not going to be 0.8 of a millimetre or whatever it was Wayne achieved. Just in case anybody's interested.
You don't fancy that challenge, then, Andy?
Not with a dry piece of hard timber like this, no.
No, nor do I.
No, I don't even fancy doing it with wet timber, if I'm honest. But... Where are we? It's about there somewhere. That'll do.
Oscar Anderson's in.
Yes, he's been in.
Yeah, Tom's friend.
Yeah, a friend of mine.
And Ian from IDR Woodturning is in. Ian, if you've got a logo or badge, can you DM me it? Because next week I will be turning one of the pieces of wood that you donated to me. I'm going to try my first end frame bowl live.
Right, guys, back. Sorry, I disappeared.
Now then, I just want to round off that edge. It's a bit sharp at the moment. Do it before I weaken it anymore.
Looks like a church collection plate, that does.
Yeah, it does a bit.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never know. I might even make some money out of it. You know, go out begging with it.
Have a whip round.
Begging
Yeah.
bowl, eh?
I refurbished a whole load of collecting plates for the church. It's got about, I say a whole load, there's about 5 of them, I think. It's quite interesting. But they were all mahogany or sapele or something similar, which was not particularly interesting, but they came up quite nicely.
I think most of them were oak.
Yeah, the one
most-
I made one for my nan and granddad was Salvation Army. Or my nan still is. And they had a really horrible one that I remembered when I was a kid, when I used to be dragged to Sunday school. So I made him a new one in memory of my granddad out of a piece of oak.
Yeah, I would have used oak if I was starting from scratch,
Yeah.
but I wasn't. So that's all. It's coming on. But yeah, they came out all right. Still using them. So
Holds money.
yeah.
R3-eyed.
Yeah. Ride is in.
Pardon?
The new name.
R3-eyed. IDE.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Can you introduce yourself, R3-eyed? Who are we talking to?
It's so hard. It's bouncing in the middle there. Let's see just how we are. Loads to go yet, but best part of an inch.
That's the problem I had on Thursday night, was doing right down the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting further from your tool rest, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which doesn't help.
I used one of my best bowl gouges to finish it.
What, the 1.5 scraper?
What, the 80 grit one?
40.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I've got about 3/4 of an inch left down there. So that's fine. Excuse me. Stick that in there a little bit. Because I haven't got my curved rest. I'd like to have tried that. But Robin's borrowed it, I think. Yeah, he must have done. It's not here. So, yeah, my friend Robin's just got his new lathe yesterday.
All right.
Nice.
He's got it up and running. He's got the same as I've got, the 406 Axminster. I'm very, very pleased with it already. It's a nice lathe, good solid lathe.
I was meant to be getting a Herald, but that's not happening now. So,
No?
nah.
I persuaded him to come.
For?
So as I've got to save up, I thought I might as well save another 600 and get the Envoy.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Bit bigger and a bit more man, isn't it? Yeah.
Persuaded Robin to move away from records. So. Sheer prejudice, of course.
Wouldn't be my choice if I'd got to make one, I'm afraid. But, you know, that's why we're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I've done a lot, and a lot like research with power and stuff like that. And a lot of it's down to budget. Axminster lathes are so expensive at the moment.
They are. I was very lucky. Well, lucky. That's probably the wrong word, but I had an aunt who died and left us some money. So that paid for the lathe, the bandsaw, the pillar drill, and the workshop. Bless her. But without that, there's no way I'd have been on a second-hand lathe somewhere in the garage still.
So is RPM Woodworks a new one just popped in?
Yeah, it's a new name as well.
I don't know that one. Yeah. It's nice to get new people along.
It is.
So again, who are we talking to, RPM? Can you introduce yourself, please?
You sound very official when you say that, Keith.
Yeah, got to have a handle.
Well, it's nice
Christian
to know who
name,
you're talking
guys,
to,
isn't
isn't it? Yeah, it's a Christian
It is,
name.
it
I
is.
mean, this is a friendly channel.
Well, most of the
Those
time.
Andes.
Yeah.
His name is Ray.
Okay. Thanks, Ray.
Ray.
Yeah, I only know because I just got
Oh,
a link.
wow.
To
Ray
he's
from
only
Tuscan.
yeah.
Two.
He's only got 3
Tucson.
subscribers, so go over and have a look.
Okay.
He's got 4 now.
Right, I'm down to about 10 mil now. It was 3/4 of an inch. It's now 10 mil.
Mhm.
I like to mix me metaphors.
Close on 1/4 of a brick then.
Absolutely. Yeah, getting very close. Nearly there now. I'll just go a little
Douglas
bit deep.
Mungham's in, has he?
One more cut, I think, is the expression, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hello,
carefully.
Douglas. Yeah. How thick is that wall? It's a bit thick down the bottom there, yeah. Okay, take a bit more off that.
Evening, Douglas. That famous one more cut.
Yeah. It's got to be done. Then I've got to take another one to smooth it out. Because that's not very nice. I've actually got a fair bit left on the sides here. It's still... It's a bit better. It wants a bit more down the bottom there. Okay. Let's try another tool. I don't like that one. Bored with that one.
Probably taking the edge off now.
Yeah, I'll go back to this one.
Ray's got 5 subscribers. I'll check it out later on. And, subscribe.
Don't forget to check out each other's channel. It's always nice to share the love.
Steady
I'm
on.
good, Douglas.
I'm good, Douglas. Thank you. Hope you are.
Oh, stop it. That's better.
Knox 123 is in.
I can tell you his Christian name is Sean. He's one of my friends.
Thank you, Tom.
Not Sean the sheep.
Well, he's been called that many a time. Don't worry.
Well, just not Sean.
Yeah.
It's not Sean of it. Yeah.
Not sure about anything.
Shaun of the Dead.
Hello, Sean, and welcome.
Yeah. Sorry for taking the mickey out of you.
Yeah, on his first visit. I mean, it's a bit cruel.
Oh
isn't
no!
it?
Oh no!
Oh, that's better. That's better.
You'll have
That's
to
a
get a
better
crying
shape.
corner in the channel.
Right, I'm just going to give that a little scrape. Since I sharpened my scraper, I might as well. My big one.
Your baby one.
I like to use something delicate. Oh, it's just about the right diameter for this. Oh, and it sharpened all right too. Oh, that's lovely.
Richard Phelan's just dropped in. Evening, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hello, Richard. Yep.
Well, I hope you have a bit more luck, Douglas, and get it sorted soon. What his problem with his left leg?
He's a wood turner. He's, you know, turn
Clever
himself a
one.
picnic.
Yeah.
Start calling him Jake then.
What's the point in having a lathe if you can't do that? That's the first time I've sharpened this this scraper today. It's quite interesting. They give you a mandrel to
Right.
fit
Oh yeah.
in your drill, and you run it up against the grindstone just to do this edge.
What makes that?
It's Hope. Simon Hope. Hope wood turning. It's a
Probably
really
need to do it
substantial,
tomorrow.
really substantial piece of kit, and it comes with that one as well, square one. So you get both. They both fit the same handle.
Yeah, Simon Hope are good tools.
They are. They're not cheap, but they are good. I think I bought that when he came and demonstrated at a club I was at. But we don't talk about which club that was, of course.
Could be either.
Has he been to the
Yeah, we've
West
had him.
Sussex one? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, obviously I missed that.
I think we've had him twice. I could go back through the records and check, but I'm not going to.
That's quite nice. It hasn't got any holes in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to sound surprised. But, I've just got a little mark down the bottom there, which I don't like, which I've got to try and get rid of. This is where you go through the side, isn't it?
It looks like you just moved it.
I think it's gone.
Really not sand out.
That's a tiny bit there. How much? We've still got plenty down there. That's all right. I'll have another little go with that. It's nearly there.
Yeah, I've heard that, Douglas. Phantom limb pain.
That's sounding very thin on the bottom. So I will just check that, but I think that's going to do it anyway. But since I have the depth gauge, I might as well check it. Because I can. Oh no, that's what, 6 mil? Can you see that? Just about
see that
gap there. Yeah, it's just about 6 mil.
I'm going to have to make one of those depth gauges.
They're so easy. This is old tatty bits of timber I had kicking about, an old chair leg. A bit of rodded bar that I had anyway, and rough old bits of anything that were kicking about. And, but it does the job. It's accurate. Cost me nothing at all, which is always the best cost. Right, give that a bit of a sand up. 8:30, we're doing all right. 10 minutes, quarter an hour, and we'll be there.
Phelan's replying to Douglas that he lost a finger and he still gets itchy and sore despite not being there. Yeah, I can.
Yes.
I can imagine that.
I remember when I took the top off that one on a circular saw. Although it was not missing, it was all missing, and it hurt like hell. The bit that wasn't there. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. I remember.
Sanding
with this.
Drop the speed right down.
Yeah,
I will do.
Yeah, I did drop it down quite a bit, but maybe not enough.
Stace has just dropped in.
How you doing?
All right, it's the right one. Good. That's about 600, 500. That'll do it, won't it?
I wouldn't go much lower than that, I don't think. No.
Yeah. A bit more then. Ooh. What that is. Come on, dust extraction.
Turn it on and it works.
Yep, I've forgotten about it. I'm not used to having it.
So, Toyota Previa. Loving the evening streams, Andy.
Sorry?
Toyota Previa. Loving the evening streams, Andy.
That is the make of a Toyota.
It's make of
I know.
car.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an incredible name.
I wonder if they own one.
Yeah. Do you want to give us a Christian name, Toyota Previa, so that we can address you?
Or just give me the car, I don't mind.
Yeah.
They're like a people carrier, aren't they?
Yeah, 9 seats.
Preview, I can't remember now. I don't know the Toyota range particularly well.
Oh, look, we got trouble in. We have got trouble in.
Oh,
Robin's
is that?
in. Yeah, Robin's in.
Was he?
Yeah.
Hello, Robin.
Oh, yeah, mate. How you doing?
I told him to say hello if he did come in.
It's only courteous. It gives us someone else for the worms to take the mickey out of as well.
Yeah, he's been too busy playing on his new lathe, I expect.
Well, we guess that, yeah.
I can understand that. I think I'm doing nearly as much cutting with the glass paper as I did with the gouges. Not quite true, but it's funny old stuff to finish.
Yeah. 40 grit.
Actually, that's not looking bad. Bit of a mark in there, which is a bit more than glass paper's going to get out, I think. But I'm only on 120. Let me do a bit of 80 by hand. See if I can get rid of that. Can you see that on there?
Yeah.
Not really. Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah.
The little mark. I'm not even sure what the mark is, to be honest, but let's see if it'll go. My fingers are telling me it's a good job this isn't you. Getting a bit warm. See if that's any better. Not even sure that's going to go, you know. It might. It might. Let's have another little go. How are we doing? 22. I'm going to just do this, quickly whip through the grades, and regardless of what it is, get some sanding sealant on it at the very least.
Have we heard from Rich at all?
No.
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 No, so
So
we
I
don't
would-
really know, do we?
No, I would assume then that he's not doing a live tonight.
No, he's normally posted out and shared it out if he is. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he is,
exactly.
isn't he?
So I
Herb's
would
in.
just
Hiya, Herb.
go on Facebook. There is nothing on Facebook that he's put in, so
No.
I would assume that he's not doing anything.
I've just had a message. Yes, at 9 o'clock.
All right. Okay.
He's what?
Yes, he is at 9 o'clock.
Oh, right,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling I'd seen something somewhere, but he wasn't doing something on Tuesday, but he was doing something tonight.
Yeah, he said he was
So-
doing an invade, but normally he advertises it.
Yeah.
Nick's in as well. Nick the Flaming Turner.
Right, in which case I shall keep this to an absolute minimum. Fortunately, I can work on it afterwards without any problem.
That's the wrong person. Ignore that message, Keith.
heard something, but
Yeah, no. I responded to Rich in your stream
okay.
because I'm thick like that. Did you say Nick was in?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Nick.
yeah.
Nick's also doing the craft festival on Saturday. He's on before me.
Well,
That's
Peter
nice.
Cochrane's just put on that it's up now. He's invading Garage Avenger.
Avenger. Yeah.
Right.
I'd
Thanks,
seen
Pete.
that.
Yeah, so had I, but
Yeah, but forgotten
not
it.
anything recently. No.
Mind you, I couldn't find mine on YouTube either for this one. Put my name into the search, it came up. But... Right, okay. I think I should just do a little bit around the edge because that didn't feel too smooth. A bit 400. That's better. That's better. Right. Spot of this. Yeah, we're right. 22.
Mm.
Yeah, you're fine.
That makes it pop.
So Stacey's saying, sorry, would speak more, but she's playing Fallout 76 and being chased by zombies. And she ain't got enough ammo. Well, if you go to the Winchester, Stace, you can hide out in there.
God, look at that colour.
Mm.
It just pings, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the camera's not doing it justice, I do know.
No. I'm looking at it direct and it's fabulous.
Mm.
Right. What did I do with it? Yorkshire grit. Once more. Certainly wouldn't even consider colouring this.
No.
Doug's telling me I'm beautiful. It's nice, isn't it?
Who is?
You're wandering to clubs. Could you look out for a union graduate?
Whoever it is, make sure they don't hit you
Yeah.
with their white stick.
Should have gone Specsavers.
Will do, Douglas. I'll keep that in mind.
Union graduate.
Yeah.
I think there was a union graduate on Marketplace.
Yeah, Douglas has got the lathe, but he looks like he's after bits for it now.
Yeah, I was looking on his website or Facebook or something, and saw he got it there, all in pieces. They were good solid lathes, but a bit limited because they were so early.
Yeah.
Rex B, Heil.
When I used mine, we didn't even have any chocks for it. It was all faceplates, all between centres.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's all I had at school.
Yeah, I'm going back 50 years, but even so.
Yeah, well, so am I.
It's just changed so. Yes, absolutely. It just changed so dramatically, hasn't it, since then? I'm just looking around at what the kit I've got in here.
Yeah.
The thing is, they're not allowed to use power tools in school now, are they?
Oh, yes, they are.
They are.
Yes,
but they've got no one to show them properly.
But George did.
Only if the staff have been trained.
Yeah, George did a box a couple of years back. One corner had a mitre joint, one corner had a dovetail joint, the other had a butt joint, the other had... I forget what the other one was.
Sounds interesting.
And it wasn't quite right, so he's brought it home. I said, well, let's go in the workshop and, we can play with it. So I went, you know how to use a bandsaw, didn't you? Oh, no, we're not allowed to use them at school.
Yeah, that's down to the teacher.
Yeah.
It depends. Each school's going to be different.
Yeah, apparently
I used
forests
to,
are very very limited
Forest,
on power tools.
yeah, Forest always have. I don't know who teaches the practical subjects now, but the guy who used to be there was very old school, and he did everything for them. Which,
So they learn nothing.
yeah, absolutely.
They don't even
But,
learn care, do they?
But no, I used to get mine to do it, but I made sure that I trained them first.
That's what I did with George. I brought him in here, said, right, this is how you use it.
Yeah.
Don't put your fingers near that and you'll be fine.
And it's not actually that difficult, is it?
No.
You know, as long as you approach it right and do it in a positive manner.
And the same as the drill press. I showed him how to use that.
Yeah, because that's a fairly safe, provided you hold the work down, that's a fairly safe thing to use, isn't it?
It's when you've got odd bits of metal in there that you're trying to drill, and the drill bit
And they
grabs.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, metal is different, but I don't like metal anyway, so I don't do that.
Look at that.
Well, that's come up really well, Andy.
It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. It really is gorgeous. It's got a real luster to it. Whoops, has that moved? Oh, no, you're not on that one. Just as well, really, because I've just pulled it out.
Hmm.
I'll just put a little bit of this on, take it off,
The Rex
hold it up.
B has a question. He says, have you ever turned copper pod? That was the name the person who gave it to me said it was. Is it difficult to turn?
Copper pod, I've
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. It's like that knob phone that Jamie had. I'd never heard of that.
Oh, I'd heard of that
lots.
one.
Lots of these things you look at and think, oh, that'll be easy to turn. A bit like this bit of timber. I thought this is going to be a piece of cake tonight.
Has anyone, while we're talking of turning woods, has anyone turned willow?
Yes.
Yes.
What's it like to turn?
I'd walk away if you have to.
No, I've been asked if I can make something from willow. I haven't got any, so I've got to get some, but I don't know what
it
it's like.
varies. It
I've
varies
got some
enormously,
if you want some.
but it can be a bit stringy. So, but it does vary.
Yeah, it
Varies
you need to
hugely.
finish it off the tool. So, copper pod. Fast-growing deciduous tree, usually reaching a height of 15 to 24 meters, with
it's
orange,
odd,
yellow, fragrant flowers.
Well, hopefully they've gone by the time you turn it.
And it looks like it's a UK.
Oh, really? Copper pod? Never heard of it.
Or it can be. No.
Right.
He's saying, Andy, that's gorgeous. Would you consider donating it for a charity event?
Absolutely. Who said that?
Rex.
Rex? Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, he's saying donate it to Mark, but we've got the free makers for free turners. I'm still waiting for bits for that if people want to donate to that.
Yeah, I mean, just give me,
The free makers
somewhere,
for the free forces.
somewhere to get it to, and I'll do it because I'm absolutely fine. I'm quite pleased with it, actually.
Do you want to add that one to the free makers for the free forces?
Yeah, do by all means. Yeah. Yeah.
So to me then, mate.
Okay, I know where you live. Send the boys round.
Send the boys round. I've actually got some old tools here for you to have a look at, see if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's granddad's old tools.
Oh right.
They're just sitting in
I'm
a
working on.
box, and I'd rather them.
Well,
go
we're
to some
going to
sort
be
of-
looking for some tools for this men's shed. I would
Yeah.
think before very long.
Hmm.
Well, there it is.
Look at that.
Right,
It's
just
fabulous.
going over onto copper pod. It's a native of Sri Lanka.
All right. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Really
That
pleased
is
with
gorgeous,
that.
Done,
mate,
isn't
yeah.
Yeah, that is. It's lovely. He's even got little knots on that side in there, which just add to it, don't they?
Mm.
No, that's gorgeous. That is really nice. I'm very pleased. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Keith.
That's
Timber
okay.
came from you. And
Yep.
It's absolutely lovely. And I can improve the shine. Buff it up
Alison
a
said
bit.
it's beautiful. She'll have red roses.
Tough. I'll bring
I'll lock
the
you out now, Alison.
I better sit up.
I'll bring the worms. Yeah, just get your clothes on. How do you do
Do I
that?
have to?
That one, is it? Yeah,
That one.
that's the one.
Right.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much, all of you. As I say, it's quite exciting. I've never had 3 worms before. So yes, made my day.
I'd go
Good.
to the doctor, get tablets for it.
I'm very pleased to get that turned. So that was harder than I thought, because the timber was very hard.
Alison says she's not fussy. Any colour will do.
Okay, yeah. I'll try and find some green ones. Yeah, I'll try and find some green ones. Yeah, that should take me a couple of years, shouldn't it? So. Okay, well, thank you everybody for coming along. I don't know how many are still left, but I'm sure I'm bored of it.
Over. 32 in and 32
still
thumbs
here.
Yeah, 32 thumbs as well. So that's good. You got some really positive comments in there, mate. Nothing to be ashamed of there.
No. Robin says that's a good bit of turning and a beautiful piece of timber.
Thank you, Robin. So I was just getting the echo from YouTube. I hadn't muted mine, having told everybody else to. And of course, as soon as I turned over to it, it started coming through. Hey ho, just to look at the numbers. Anyway, that's lovely. So thank you very much. And Rich starts in 9 minutes, so I'll probably see some of you over there. But, just having a quick look down. Thank you very much, Douglas. 50 over the evening. Thank you. Alison keeps an eye on the numbers.
All right.
50 over the evening. That's not bad at all.
That is very good.
Yeah,
very good.
Are you ready for Tuesday, Tom?
It's my first Thursday night I've ever done. Yes, Tom. Are you fit?
Yeah, well, I think I've got the hang of it. I'll take advice from the comments on Tuesday.
It's not too difficult. They're a friendly crowd. Most of them.
Rex B is asking how we will find to buy that beautiful piece. Andy's going to donate it to the free makers for the free forces. So when we get the pieces all in, there'll be plenty of promo going out for it, Rex.
Good. Lovely. Thank you. I shall leave all that in your hands, Scott. Because I'm not good at that side of things. But good. Okay. Well, I think it's time to stop. And let Scott finish his cup of tea.
Yeah.
Coffee?
Coffee, I'll beg your pardon.
Yeah. He's got coffee and I've got medicine.
I've got an interesting mix of Coke and sawdust. It's really rather special.
Nice.
And poor old
I only
Tom's
have a
got
coffee machine in the workshop.
Yeah, I've finished mine. It's good.
Oh, have you? Right.
Yeah. It was just
Empty
water
Coke.
anyway. It was a bit...
Water's
on
you've been
shorts.
really pushing the boat out. Short measures, yeah. Okay, lovely. I shall push the button and say goodbye to everybody. Thank you very much for coming along.
Yeah,
Bye.
good night, everybody.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.